Seba of WildCard BellyDance. Welcome back. This is the second in our series of YouTube instructional videos. The move I'm going to be breaking down is called the Poo-Cano, which is another move that's unique to our WildCard BellyDance format, and we consider it a level 2 move. Looks great with the shimmy overlay, looks great coming out of the Turkish half turn, or it can just look great on its own. We've got 3 different options. So first I'm going to demo the move, and then I'm going to break it down for you. So transitioning out of Turkish, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Q, 2, 3, 4. Spin, 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 spin. Transitioning back into hip bump. So first let's break down what's happening with Turkish with the feet. I'm just going to do a brief overview of what's happening. So Turkish, for us in our format, and I know that we all have our own unique flavors and little differences in how we do Turkish, but with WildCard BellyDance, this is how we do it. The Turkish is basically a 4-count move. Your right foot is going to be count 1, it's crossing over your left, giving you a slight little bit of an angle. So stepping down, there's count 1. You're stepping back on your left foot for count 2, stepping back on your right foot for count 3, and then in place on your left foot for count 4. So it's forward, center, back, center. Forward, center, back, center. That's what's happening with the feet. The arms for Turkish, this is our normal empowered tribal posture for arms. For Turkish, our left arm kind of comes in slightly. It's still up on the shelf. Right arm is on the shelf as well. On count 1, your right arm is going to just reach just a little bit and then kind of comes back. So it looks like this. Reach, 2, 3, 4. Reach, 2, 3, 4. So now that we've done a little overview of Turkish, let's talk about what the cue into Poo-Cano is going to be. So the main cue is going to be what's happening with our arms. Our arms are transitioning from our Turkish arms into this position, which is an unusual position for us. We're crossing ourselves off from the audience. We're kind of, usually we're very, very open to the audience in most of our moves. And this is one of our rare moves we're actually closing ourselves off from the audience. So this is what the arms are going to look like when you cue into Poo-Cano. We're transitioning from Turkish. So on count 1, your left arm rises up while your right arm and hand crosses in front of you. For count 2, your arms are going to stay in this position. For 3, 4, your right arm is going to start to slightly draw back, but that kind of naturally happens, so you don't even have to worry or think about it. But by count 5, this is where they're going to transition. On count 5, your left arm is going to be coming down, and your right arm is drawing in. And this is where they're going to stay for the remainder of the move. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You just want to make sure that your left arm is not like hanging out in space somewhere, that's kind of somewhere behind your head. And you're also don't want to be blocking your face with your right hand. It's somewhere down below your chin as well. So let's do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's focus on the feet right now. So while we're in Turkish, we're flush to the front. But part of the angle for cue for Poo-Cano is that the angle is going to become a little bit steeper. So our normal Turkish happens a little bit more in the front. That's the normal Turkish feet. For Poo-Cano, when your arms transition and cross yourself, your right foot is going to cross yourself a little bit more, guiding you, your whole body, into a diagonal. It's almost like a little bit of an eighth of a turn to get you into the proper angle. You're flush the audience, here's that little bit of, not quite a quarter turn, more like an eighth of a turn to get you to where you need to be. And that's where you'll be at a diagonal for the turn of Poo-Cano. So the feet are going to look like this. Here's our regular part of Turkish for 5, 6, 7, 8. Here's where we transition to Poo-Cano feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're going to be going into a 4-count spin that's going to have a paddle turn for our feet. The left foot's going to be planted, and we're actually going to be using our right foot to help pivot us around. So your right foot's going to come up, come out in that direction, and pivot you around. Right foot comes out, pivots you around. The right foot steps out, pivots you around. The right foot steps again, And this is technically where the move ends, but your momentum is going to propel you to the front, so you need to be watching as a follow dancer with the leader to transition into something else, or to repeat the move. So let's do that one more time with the feet, coming out of Turkish. 5, 6, 7, 8. Cross. 2, 3, 4. Spin, 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 spin. Transition. Some helpful hands for spin are going to be to tighten up your core. That's going to help you so that you're not so wobbly. Also, make sure to spot. This is an easy one to kind of lose your balance on. So make sure you're spotting front to back as you're spinning. Tighten your core, and make sure that that right foot is pointing right where you want it to be. Because if your right foot's going to be your guide, so if your right foot's out here trying to help you get around, your spin's going to be off. That right toe, that right foot should be pointing wherever your body angle needs to go. So that's going to help you follow that. So now I'm going to turn away from you. You can see what it's going to look like. Because as a follow dancer, you're going to be behind me. So this is what the move is going to look like. Follow along with me. We'll start in Turkish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cue. 2, 3, 4. Spin, 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 spin. Transition into hip bump. One more time. Into Turkish. 5, 6, 7, 8. Cueing into Poocano. Spin, 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 spin. Transitioning into hip bump. It's pretty clear, it's a very, very, very clear cue. If our arms are coming from here to here, that we're going into Poocano. As a follow dancer from behind, you're going to see that clearly. You're also, while your arms transition, your body orientation is going to slightly be at a steeper angle. Because your body orientation for Turkish is more flush towards the front. And then when we cue into Poocano, we have a steeper angle, and we're keeping, that's where our first diagonal angle is at. We keep that for all of the spins. So just to give you another view of what the arms look like, I'll show you at a turn to the side. This is not the way we would show it, demo it in performance or perform it, but just so you can be really clear on what the arms are looking like from a different profile view. So if my audience is going to be right in front of me, you've got the side view. Here's my Turkish. 5, 6, 7, 8. Cueing into Poocano. Spin, 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 spin. So personally, I find Turkish just a little bit boring unless you have a shimmy overlay. So I love to add a shimmy overlay to the Poocano. So you're going to initiate the Poocano with the shimmy overlay, but then you'll drop it off for the actual spin. So it's going to look like this coming out Turkish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cue. 2, 3, 4. Spin, 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 transition. So now let's look at an example of Poocano in a performance. As always, I welcome your comments and feedback. I look forward to seeing you at the festivals. Have a great holidays.